anything.
Can you guys hear him?
No.
No, I just clicked on and I can't hear anything.
I hear everybody. I hear everybody but him.
Yeah,
Not hearing you. How do I?
Hello.
not April 1st. Oh, still can't hear. Thought it was a joke. Can't hear you.
We can't hear you, Jim.
Can't hear.
Oh, and this is being recorded. I'm acting like a goof.
True.
There we go. Good job, Sharon. Good job.
Jim. What if he wonders why we're so quiet?
You know something's wrong now.
Oh, come on.
I don't think he does.
I'm glad
Gonna
it's
be
not
a
just
long
me.
class. Jim. Yeah.
I don't know what to do.
I'm sure it's fascinating.
He's not drawing on it yet.
Wonder if he can see us.
Hmm.
Hello, Jim Swanson. We can't hear you.
It's awful quiet for 12 of us. Jim.
Can't hear you.
I'm texting him, but I bet he doesn't look at his phone.
Oh, yeah. I wonder, we could chat.
Yeah, I tried that too. Go ahead, Lennox. Let him have it.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Or get on the video and wave at them.
I've been doing that.
Can't hear you.
Yeah.
Can he see us? I don't know. I'm waving at him. Wave, wave, wave.
I
He's
even
just
stuck my
going-
tongue out at him.
He's
Didn't
going
matter.
on and on.
I know. Too bad we don't read lips.
I'm texting Becky.
Oh,
No, you're
good.
not. I'm not on. He's got his sound off.
What?
He's got his sound off. Nobody can hear him. We got to figure this out.
Wait, I
Okay.
hear something.
Now it's getting important. He's
Oh,
got the
dear.
marker out.
Oh,
Okay, I'm calling him.
Yeah,
Good. All right, call him.
I don't know if he'll pick up.
Can you hear me? It looks like he just said that.
I hear everybody but
Oh.
Jim.
maybe he's picking up on it.
Yeah.
Hello, Jim, pick up again.
Well, there's a little
I
sound.
hear
huh?
something.
Yeah.
Jim? Hello?
Oh, geez.
Hi, Jim. We can't hear you. This is your Monday night group. We're waiting.
Such a nice calm voice.
Sound.
I know. He loves Lynette.
So can no one could hear me?
Now we can.
No,
Hey.
we missed you.
Well,
I
That
thought
was-
you guys are going, God, you guys are awful quiet. I was saying that. You
well,
guys
it's a
couldn't
good,
read my lips.
it's a good
Right.
thing.
I said we need to learn lip reading.
It's a
Oh,
good
man.
thing you gave us some visual aids, so we followed that a little bit. But we were all discussing how can we contact him, and then
Yeah.
Lisa tried Becky.
She just came down and said, no one can hear you. I can't hear them either. It's funny. They're just awful quiet. Somehow, when I came in here, my mic wasn't muted, but it had me on like my earmuffs or microphone. I don't know. Anyway, I didn't have my microphone in anyway, so I figured I didn't need it.
We were all waving.
I saw a lot of waves. I go, no, I wait. Did you see me wave back? I waved back. Anyway, sorry about that. We'll start over. No worries. I mean, it's the first one out today. We're gonna have some. At least I was running late anyway, so I looked up and it was like 15 till, and I'm going, oh no. I gotta clean my palette. I gotta do this yet. Oh shoot. That's usually what takes the longest thing. But hey, happy to see you guys again. I had the other painting up here for a second. You guys don't need to see it again, but it had a lot of color relationships with what we're going to be painting today. This one, and that's all I was saying there.
Is that the Rockies?
Yeah, this is the Rockies.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think it's near Colorado, somewhere
Okay.
in Colorado.
Ready.
Don't hold my. I've got this photo a long while ago, and I forgot I had it, and I was looking for a snow scene, but something that's not too heavy in the snow because we've already done a few snow scenes. So I said, okay, let's something like this. Okay, and so yeah, that's how my mind worked. Anyway, well, let's go back at it, and I'll pull it up again. Let me see if it works, and we'll talk about it more there. Let's see if it comes back up. Oh, I'll probably have to pull the photos again. That it?
We love this.
Do you?
Oh, yeah, it's a beautiful scene.
Okay. Well, let's see. Let's see if my. Oh, it's okay. This one's still there, and then. Okay. Well, I did make a black and white version of it to show you that almost all the colors in here, if you squint at them, pretty much the range is going to be pretty tight here. It's just going to be, from eights to about fours, without the white. The whites, of course, are going to be up here around twos, but value wise, everything's going to be pretty tight. So mostly midtones, I would say. So even when we mix up our palette of colors, the dark ones, the medium tones are really where the meat of the painting is going to end up being. I really loved one of the things. I think that these reds here just really are the things that kind of pulled me in. I like them really a lot with the sage color underneath. I think it's not really sage, but it's this kind of grayed out green gray, which was going to fall into our palette really easily. So I figured that would be a nice one. The blue sky. I was talking about the blue sky up there, and I was saying some of my best lines in that blue sky. Telling you everything about it. And then found out no one heard me. So I'll try to repeat myself. One more time. Okay, I was saying there's nothing up there. It's really just a pale blue. And it gives you nice distance because you can see how that blue gets into the mountains back in here. You can see it even in the darks back here, how that blue sky gets into the snow. Of course, you got some sun coming down and really impacting the strength of, popping that snow out at us. Even when we paint the snow, I wouldn't be against darkening it down even a little bit, because it does kind of pull you back there pretty fast. So I think it's going to be, if we can knock that down to probably towards 2s and 3s instead of 1s, it will work too. I was just saying also the sky was just a little boring back there. So we might, make sure you do get a gradation at least in it. Maybe some nice strokes, maybe even just throw in a couple clouds or something like that. Not big fluffy clouds, but it's just something simple that's not going to, be, distracting compared to everything else. Because there's a lot going on in this middle area here. And to have any, big fluffy clouds up here might be a little bit too much. So think about just, maybe just a line of clouds type things, usually a brush stroke or something like that. Simple little brush movement might work, usually works pretty good with that kind of stuff, because there is a lot of information in here that could end up being a little busy. So I'm just saying that, for me, but you guys can prove me wrong. That's always your prerogative. If you want to go out and try it and prove me wrong, that's fine. Design wise, it works pretty nice. You get back here and you got your rocks, and you come back down and it just drags you back around. Just keep the eye moving. So everything's working pretty well. I was talking about also in here the textures of in here in this grayish part here, this warm gray in the bottom here, and how color wise I really like that, because it really just makes the red stand out so nicely. And I think it's going to be really nice. I just like the gradation from these kind of grayed out colors to a little bit warmer areas back here, just little things like that kind of pull me in. And those are the kind of things, you need to, bring out in your painting. And if that didn't work for you guys, well, then, it did for me. We'll see, though. We'll see how it goes. A few things we might want to end up doing is bumping this guy up a little bit down here, a little bit, get him a little fatter. That way, the mountains might go up a little higher or something like that, just to fill in that space, just a little bit awkward space up here between the no man's land up there. So I was thinking maybe, little bumps here and there of things. We can get away with whatever we want. The trees are nice. They're just kind of just rough. They're nothing that, just don't look too prettified or anything like that. They're pretty just really rustic, rough greens and stuff. So it should be pretty fun to paint. I think we can, no hard edges, too many. I mean, you got a couple snow lines up back in here, but those are kind of fun to put in at the end, So I wouldn't even think about those things till the end, putting them in. But everything else should be going pretty quickly. So any questions? No questions. Okay.
We're
That's-
mountain people. We love it.
Thank you. What happened? I think we lost everybody. No, no. Obviously, I got to get my my. Oh, I got the chat up. No wonder. And I can't get to my palette here. I go in here because I had the chat up and everybody's up there gabbing. Okay, so I'm messing around in here. All of a sudden, this phone just decided to go crazy. Come on.
Hey, Jim,
Yeah.
it's Mike. I got a quick question for you.
Okay, Mike.
You think you could do that 12 by 24?
I definitely could. You want me to?
No. I was wondering about if there's more than one painting option with that image.
Mike, you could definitely you could get rid of half the bottom, half the sky, and it definitely would fit into a nice, 24. You said 12 by 24?
Or you know what I mean? That kind of shape. Yeah.
Yeah, long skinny one.
Yeah. Yep.
Definitely. I would say that, and that would be a really good job, really good idea. I just didn't have if I'm gonna do that, I'll let you guys know at least a week ahead of time that to grab one. Because not everybody has those in stock.
Yeah.
In stock. So give you everybody a little warning about it. But yeah, it could definitely work easily. I just crop off a little bit of the bottom, probably a little bit of the top. Try not to make it too even. Try to make sure you still get the 2/3. Trip this the horizon at the 2/3 line. You'll be fine. All right. I did not even clean my brushes. That's how much of. That's what I had to cut off. But I have enough brushes. I don't need them all. Anyway, colors. We're gonna need. We'll go white here. We got titanium white, and we got cad yellow light. Got cad red light. We got some cad orange there. Got some ochre, yellow ochre. That is pretty yellow ochre-y. Usually I've been playing with having orange ochre out and some other colors out in place of that. Finally picked out the right one today. Oxide red light. A little bit. That'll be good enough. I think there's enough there to get the painting in. Alizarin crimson. Just cleaning up my paint. Cobalt blue hue, phthalo green, and I do have some burn umber out. That's burn umber. As you can see, burn umber dries so quickly, it just becomes not much anything. I didn't ask for burn umber, but then I had some burnt sienna up here. I just ran out of my transparent oxide. So I went with burnt sienna for this one because I got to order it out. So the kit, like synthetic brushes, my synthetic brushes, a couple nice big bristle brushes. I have a few of those. I have a bunch of different ones here to play with. And then I have my paint eraser and a nice palette knife to start mixing. So let's get busy. Wipe this down here. Got too much oil on my palette. Okay. All right, looking at this, let me pull it up. There we go. Darkest darks, not too many of them. I mean, you got some darks in here underneath these red bushes, and you got the trees, but mostly everything's underneath. And then, like we said, mostly everything's in our mid-tone range, probably from 4 to 8 here. So But we're gonna start making out some darks first. Ones I'm gonna start off with are I'm gonna start off with blue and alizarin. I'm looking at some of these darks that are underneath. Ooh, grabbed a lot of alizarin in that one. My blue. All right. I'm gonna keep that one my alizarin one, and this will be my blue pile. Oh, if there isn't such thing today. Real. All right. Alizarin and blue. One on the alizarin side, one on the blue side. I'm going to use that definitely in the underneath here, trying to get some of this underneath here. I think it will go really nice with this warm red on top of it. And these colors look pretty good in the mid-tone range back here in some of these trees and things. I think they're gonna fit down back there. Another color, we do phthalo greens and alizarin. Heavy on the alizarin, one a little more phthalo green. That should be enough than that one. That might be still too much phthalo. Okay. And then I'm going to do blue. And oxide red. Start getting some of my mountain colors. Oh, boy, that was a lot stronger red than I thought it was going to end up being. And I used more blue to not going to be quite that red. But I was thinking about that getting in here, though, too. So, but this one needs to be a little more blue. So if I'm doing blue and red, this oxide red, I'm going to be doing green in the oxide red too. So that's the next color. This color, I'm thinking we might make a decent pile of it. Speaking of that, so, because of well, I think this color, when it comes down on the red side, gray with white into it, I'm pretty sure it's going to hit this bottom area pretty good. It's going to be really close to what we need there. So I'm going to just cheat it a little bit. Pretty close to the same colors. Yeah, too close. A little more green in this one. But it should be really pretty. Should be on the red side because the green will come out with it with the white added to it. All right. Even all these colors back in here are really going to end up being a lot of the tree colors right off the bat too. And then some of these cooler sides are definitely going to end up being in the mountains. Okay. I'm going to mix up the sky next. So I'm going to just make it up with blue and white at first, and then I'm going to tint it to about the right value. So blue and white to about, now you're probably right around 6. I'm mixing this up first before I did the other stuff. Basically, because I want to put this color into some of these grays for the mountain. back in here. Some of these grays in here. I want to use some of the sky into it. As you can tell, I'm a little bit cool on the sky. If you have transparent oxide brown, that would be great. But if you have burnt sienna, that'd be fine. Just add just a touch of burnt sienna to the sky, and it'll warm it up, gray it out a little bit. Pretty close, probably. Maybe split that and just add just a little bit more brown on one side. Think much. Kind of gray it out. So you got that. I can use that down in here too. So I got 2 piles of that. And I'll lighten these up. These guys are going to have to be lightened down a little bit, but it's okay for now. While I'm doing that, I should have left a piece of that. So then we should see that. Let me see if I can make that water real quick, because I was thinking, I should have saved a piece of this at the darker without the white, and try to get this water here. As you can see, it's really blue. So again, just a little bit of oxide or burnt sienna to it, gray it out, and you get right there. And I can use some of the, and that's gonna, well, that could work back there too almost. Well, maybe, we'll see. All right. Okay, I'm going to take it now and go up here and split these piles up here. And we're going to add white to each pile till we get it to a value of probably, let's go 7. That's a basic color there. These colors should start to hit pretty well. So adding just enough white. These cooler ones, I'm not worried about going too blue, adding blue to them and sky to them. I don't, because they're all on the cool side, they won't really do much. But I could see that in this area here pretty nicely, really. Might be just a little too red. It might be a closer mix of these two together. That's closer to 7, 8. I mean, touch more. Same here on the red side. Now these are green and alizarin. Not bad. It'll be interesting that you put these colors in there. Gray out the purple a little bit more here. That's all over. This color's all over in there. This is the red and oxide red and blue. You can find that in there. You can start to find it a few other places. The blue I was thinking was going to be closer in the mountains. I'm not sure how much blue I have enough blue in here. Thinking that back in here, but it's gonna, ooh. See, we got multi-colors. It's gonna be that stuff. It's gonna be really nice. I didn't think those colors were gonna be heavily into it. I was expecting these two colors here really to be do the lion's share of this thing. This is a phthalo green and oxide red. This is the gray I was thinking was going to end up being in here. And then this should be the green side. That should be the red side. Well, we're going to have fun. So now all we need to do is make up the intense colors. Basically have enough colors here for this bottom area. I don't have any yellows. I don't have any reds. I don't have really the yellows, and I don't have any whites. But I do have the sky and a lot of greens here. A lot of greens, just a little bit of green. I'm going to go first. I'm going to try out blue and ochre together for a green. Leave one a little bit on the green side, blue green, and then the other one on the ochre side. Always a nice earthy color, and gets in there pretty close. Probably just a little bit more ochre in that one. That'll be good. I'm going to do green, a little bit of green, and cad orange. Get some other fiery colors going. Get my kind of some of these warmer greens in here to start getting in there. Definitely not that. Let's see about this one. Just a little too green. Just a touch too green. Touch too orange. So it's like I'm in between. Darken that one up. Kill off the orange. This one lighten up. Kill off. So it's basically these colors are almost the same colors we have over here, but just a little more punch to them. Okay. Might do one more. Let's go. I haven't done anything with burnt umber and green. I'm gonna add some yellow to it. One burnt umber and green. One green and burnt umber. And dark, not a little too dark for everything in here. So I'm just gonna not gonna use it as the dark and just add some yellow to each one of each of these guys and like darken them up. There we go. See, there's a pine tree color. Rich pine tree color. Very nice. And this should be on the green side. There we go. A little bit probably too green. Maybe just a little bit more brown into it. Just knock it off. Too rich. It's a little too rich. Any farther, it's going to be this color. So let's leave it there.
What are the two colors there? Green and
Phthalo green, burnt umber, and cad yellow. Yeah, I didn't add white to any of these colors yet, but I probably won't add. I'll probably add just a hair to them. Yeah, we'll see. I don't think I need to right now. Next thing is to come up with these oranges, yellow, these couple oranges down here for these guys, and then the mountain colors. Definitely, I would say an easy place to go would be a red, the oxide red light, and maybe cat orange. I'm just thinking out of my head, but this thing that could be it. Definitely on the cat orange side. It's a little bit too rich there on the cat orange side. Yeah, too rich. A little more, bring it back. Bring it back a little bit. Touch more. All right, gonna leave that one. I'm gonna make up a couple of them because I don't want to be too boring with them. The other one would be let me try alizarin and ochre. Even though I don't have much ochre. Alizarin and ochre will do it. That's my ochre. Come on. Well, cad yellow. That's all I got left. My yellows I did not put out a bunch of new colors, so I'm kind of going, oh, we'll go with this, and you can see it doesn't fit at all. Good. Doesn't fit. Let's make it fit. It needs a little bit of alizarin to it, just to get off the orange. So it's on the red side. That one's not bad. This one just needs to be a little bit more orangey. And then when I
Wait, what was that, Jim?
well this was ochre and cad red.
Ah, okay. Thank you.
But I ran out of ochre, so I put in some cad yellow.
Oh, okay.
But then I ran out of cad yellow, so I put in some alizarin. And decided to go, well, I'll make it for this other color, and then now I'll hit it with white.
No wonder I didn't know what it was.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't know what it is. I'm just mixing to mix, have fun. There you go. That worked out really well, though. So I'm just going to add a touch of white to these reds and yellows that I was thinking was going to be in these areas here. This used up all that. Can fit that in there. It's just a little bit, not enough red. I'll steal some red back from that pile. Yeah, this color. Now.
okay, what is that? Oh no, I'm off. I'm completely off.
I don't know where I'm at right now either. No. Okay, these colors started off with cad red and cad yellow. Wait, cad red and ochre. See, I got lost. Cad red and ochre. And then I added just a little bit of cad yellow to them because I ran out of ochre. But that didn't work because it made it too orangey. So to make that up, I put it in a little alizarin to make it right. That worked. That worked. Then I added white to it and got this really nice color. But over here, this was the ochre part of it. And when I added white to it, it just kind of didn't go the right color. I had to, I added a little red to it, and it went the wrong way. So I added a little green, grabbed a little green from up here to it because I went too red, and to gray out the red. So that's how you do it. If it's too red, you gray it out with either a green or a purple or blue. You know, just figure out where it has to go. If it has to be cool or warm, you know, what color I can grab to put in here to gray that out. That should work. I'm going to take these two too. These ones were the simpler ones. These are just cad orange and oxide red. I'm just going to add just a little bit of white to them, not too much, just enough to get them off center a little bit so they can feel a little lighter. So I can put this other dark underneath the colors and then put a lighter color like this on top, and it should help me with the light, recreate the light. And then the last little thing, so this is pretty much half this palette is just basically this bottom part. You know, it's really not much more than that. Just need this color to do what I want. Let me see if I can lighten it up. I'm hoping I can get that to there. I can. That was cad orange and phthalo green with white to get it to that colors and that color up there. Boy, get lucky every once in a while. There we go. That's not close at all, but that's okay. All right, now it is. No, it's not. Okay. I'll leave it there though. Whites for the mountain back there. I think a lot of them are going to be coming from right in here. Some of the purples and blues and stuff for the mountains are going to come from right in here and from the sky. But the mountains themselves have a little pink to them. So I don't even mind using some of this paint that already has a little bit of pink to it over here. Let me put this off to the side though. Let me start with a fresh color for you. Hey, so I'm gonna put out a couple colors. One, I'm gonna put in just a little bit of alizarin. That's not a little bit. Maybe it was. Value. I see how bright that is. It has to get down here probably around 2. So I really got to add enough color to it. And I'm afraid alizarin's just going to go pink on me. Like that. It starts to get in there. You can see when I put that cool color up against this stuff, you can start this. You can see it really tells me how warm back here this is. This is not, you know, alizarin. It's more alizarin on maybe on the outskirts of the area. It's closer to, yeah, it's a lot closer to this color I had here, which would have been cad orange. Probably cad orange mixed in here. Cad orange, cad red. Let me see if I can get it with a cad orange. Cad orange and white. And see that goes a little too orangey. So it must have been cad red and white, or a mix of both, which is probably where it's going to go. Not bad, not bad. It is a warmer thing, so it's probably a little bit mix of cad orange and cad red with a lot of white. A lot of white. That's probably not enough white. The other thing I was thinking it could be too, because this is a warm red, would be oxide red with white, which, you know, it doesn't really do anything. It's just kind of a, you see it, yeah, it's pretty close to that. It's not it doesn't get too warm like a cad. It doesn't get too cool like a alizarin. So it stays right pretty much in the middle. So that's not bad. That you can almost see that's almost perfect. Probably could go just slightly warmer. If I had yellow in my arsenal. So I'll just put a little yellow white over here for later on. Just a little bit. There we go. So I can work these two colors together to get the lights. That should be it. All right, we'll see you next week. Thanks for joining me. All right, colors we went with today. I'll point them out again. We started over the alizarins and phthalo green or blue first. This is on the red side. This is on the blue side. This is on the alizarin side. This is on the blue side. Coming down with white to about a 7 value. This is phthalo green and alizarin coming down. This is on the green side. This is on the purple side. Then we did blue and oxide red. And blue side, red side. Phthalo green, oxide red. Red side, green side. All to about 7s. The sky was pretty simple. We went with blue and just a little bit of burnt sienna into it. And that's about it. And we did a little bit darker version of it for the water. But I'm also thinking maybe this could go back here. That might even end up being tone it back down. I might be able to get it back here in the mountains too. But I also have a lot of nice grays that we're going to fit back there too. But just thinking out of the box. Then we did some greens for the trees. We did blue and ochre here. That's on the blue side. This is the ochre side. Then we did phthalo green and orange. This is the orange side, phthalo green side. And we added a little bit of white to them. Then we did green. We did, this is phthalo green and burnt sienna. Or burnt umber and phthalo green, burnt umber, phthalo green, and cad yellow added to it. Then we did some of the oranges here. We started with the oranges. We did oxide red and orange right here, these two, red side, orange side. Then we did cad red and ochre, but then ran out of ochre, put in cad yellow. Went a little funky, so I added some alizarin to it, and then we added white to it. The snow, I tried a few things here. This is a mix of cad red and probably some cad orange that was already in my white. This is yes, you can see how cool this is. This is just alizarin in white. These two, this is cad red and white. This is cad orange and white. And then this neutral one, which is probably the best one out, just right out of these three, would be been oxide red in white, lots of white. Then I just did a yellowish one with white, because there's a few spots that could be warmed up in this top. I figured, oh, might as well do that. Okay. That should be it. Color wise, it's a nice set of colors. It really is. It's a good set of colors. They look good. I'll put it up here. And any questions?
No,
No? Oh, good to hear.
I'm thinking.
All right. Well, Laura, you're there. You must be lost.
Yep, all good. Thank you.
Okay, checking on you.
Okay.
You get quiet. We worry. We know got to watch things. You don't know what Laura's doing. Okay. Sharon's here. Good to see you all, girl. Okay. Let's get back to the main set here. I'll bring it in. I can bring this down a little bit. Okay. Okay. Toning it. Let's go with like burnt sienna. What the heck, right? Something warm. I mean, oxide red would be fine too. Burnt sienna, well, I got to change my oil. 1 second. Can't start with bad oil. All right. Yeah, I'm just going to go with burnt sienna or oxide red. Either one would be good. I could definitely see how oxide red do it. I do oxide red all the time. So let's try something different. Since I put this in the sky, I don't feel bad about graying out the sky. I don't think it's going to gray out the sky too much. And this red might be really nice. I might be able to get some nice, interesting marks. I was thinking in this area here, where you're going to have these real strong reds already in. Maybe I'll get some good marks, transparent marks like this. If I'm lucky. I'm not lucky. Okay, let's get going here. This is where this is why I kind of, like painting landscapes, is you don't have to be so perfect all the time. You can just let it go. Okay, I'm not going to take it a little easier up top, but not too bad. Ooh, where did that alizarin blue come from? Oh, it probably came off these screws. All right. So there's your mountains back there. You like them? They look good. Okay, well designed, thought out. You could tell this guy was thinking the whole way. All right. I'm just gonna take a little bit easier rubbing it off here. Just let it. Yeah. Gonna have to go back there. Oh well. Draw it in now. Like I said, I'm gonna go be burnt sienna. Like I said, if I can go, I think the bushes are gonna be right in here. A lot of upward motions. There. Like I said, probably about 2/3 of it, 2/3 of the canvas. Right up there. Trying to get a straight line. One side of the mountains come in like that. This one comes in a little more round, a little higher than. Yeah, this guy's probably too big over here. I'm just going to mark a little few spots here for trees, groups of trees. One out that way. There's a group of 3 here, one behind. One over here. Nice tree right there. Dark trees, a couple dead trees, or at least winter trees. Okay. 3 things there. Okay. There we go. Oh, that should work out pretty easily. This is what everybody's looks like, really rough. You done?
Meat in now. The
Sure,
frozen.
sure.
475.
375.
Okay.
Jim, do we worry about that lake being right in the middle, kind of?
No, not really.
Well, it's a little higher.
Yeah, it's a little higher, but it's just a little teeny spot, and it is broken up. It's not like an eyeball in there. There is a
Okay.
a piece of red over here, and that is off center, so that counts. And then you have this big strong red over here coming in on this side, and that should help.
Okay.
Push it around, and then this one comes in from the outside too. So, yeah, these guys will hit your eye first anyway. So, yeah, but the blue, it's okay. If you want to shove it offside, that way a little bit, go ahead.
Well, it kind of
Okay.
melts with the mountains and the sky too.
Yeah. I don't think it's either way. It's fine because most of the stuff's off to the sides, and the design's already pretty good. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see what you mean though. Now I'm starting to look at it. Got in my
Yeah,
head.
I just wondered all of a sudden.
No,
It
you
kind
got
of
it in
hit
my
me.
head. You were playing with me. There, thanks a lot. Now I gotta move it over. Just slightly over would be fine too. It doesn't have to be a huge
Okay.
thing. Yeah. But good idea. Way to think, good one out of the box, start thinking about that stuff.
Well, thanks.
But, there's nothing worse than doing that and finding there's a lot of things worse, but just that kind of
Getting way into it and then discovering it wasn't right.
right. So
Yeah.
one little mistake like that, and you cause you a lot more work. It just breaks the energy too. It just kind of sucks it right out of you. So I'm just kind of just marking a few things here for myself so I don't get too lost. I should probably get at least the tree line at the base of these guys too, a little, so I know where these guys are going to go. shadow here is, and I'm going to put it in with a little bit of brown, like I said, probably just because I want to gray this color out even more. And this should work. All right. Yeah, so I did lose a little bit of sky here when I was drawing it out. Made up the mountains a little bit big. Probably just a little too high. I'm going to bring them down into this area when I get there. Okay. How is everybody? Everybody got pretty good so far? You guys ready to go?
Yep.
Yeah.
There's two. All right, let's move it. Okay, we got an hour to paint because I screwed up so badly. So no, we'll get it blocked in at least. I'm going to just start off with alizarin and blue. This is my alizarin side. It's usually one of the, like I always mention this to you guys, but I'm just always going to keep saying it though, that this is one of my darker colors in my palette. It does go back in space a little bit, but it's always good for the holding things down. And really, when you need something to come forward, having that contrast to play off of is good. Not so heavy there, but just this one little area in here where it's nice to have in here. You might just look for a few of these. There's going to be a couple areas inside here that this would be nice to have in the bottom of the grays and stuff. It's not going to be at all this full strength. This is going to grab a lot of grays and stuff, and this will just very lightly. I have a little bit stronger over in here because this is, it's going to be that color pretty much. Over here, I think it turns a little bit more orange or greenish. And back in here, it's going to turn a little bit more blue. So I'm going to go with the blue side of that color, which is not really blue because I had so much alizarin in it. Yeah, too much alizarin at that very beginning. So I'm going to push some blue into that top color. It's still very dark, you can't tell. Even if you want to go paint the back of the water back in here, drag that down with some darks. Also see it kind of translucent through these bushes a little bit. There's like 3 or 4 spots here that you can kind of almost get through and see the water on the other side. So these guys kind of just stop at that certain spot. Also, I always like to put this is a nice color, this blue and alizarin on the blue side. Just a little bit of blue into some of these where some of the trees, the pine trees are back in here, the shadows. It's always nice to have the nice cool blue purplish color in these shadows back in here. So forcing that blue purple in here a little bit into that stand of trees right there, that right here. It's a really good placement for that stand of trees. It's just off center over there. It's a nice, should be a nice little spot. I'm going to put a little bit more blue into this, that's the alizarin went a little strong right in here. So A little bit of blue coming, more blue coming into that color. Let's see what else we got. Okay, the other darks. Like I said, got some phthalo green and alizarin. I was kind of feeling a little more phthalo greenish right here on the edge of this, all these oranges that are going to be in this one spot. Just feel a little bit of greens coming in here, just little light too. Okay. Okay.
Phthalo green and alizarin.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yeah. What else would I be using, right? I don't know about this other color here. I just don't see too much of this phthalo green and alizarin here. Purple, just it might go over here inside some of these creases of in here behind some of the color, which is okay. I could see a couple lines of it coming in here a little bit. But you got the sweet color from the alizarin and blue, but then you got this is just a little grayed out, dirty or purple, which is, it's one of those colors I've been, I've always been looking for my paints. So I kind of think it works. Just a different kind of purple. All right. I was thinking probably back in here, just you put these whites back in here at the end. I'm going to go with that, but okay. Probably if I can put it in a little bit with this. This is again alizarin and phthalo green. I'm putting in here. Definitely very thinned out, not very little on my brush. Just to start to give me something back here that I can tone up a little bit with some color would be fine. Just drawing out a few of this inside here a little bit more. All right. I'm going to put next colors. Now, this next colors are oxide red and blue. This is the red. Definitely, I would say this could be a really like real nice mid-tone on the red side, oxide red and blue. Into this these brushes in the lower sections, almost reaching to the top. Make sure I gotta bring them down, bring everything down a little bit too. So I got soft edges. Darken in the corners too. I'm gonna darken in these corners with this color. Keep everything pushed in here a little bit. How are we looking? We're looking okay. Let me use a little bit of this color. Ooh, a little too strong. Into this mountain back here, the hill back here. A little bit orange, more orangier than it is, but get this underneath. That is oxide red and a little bit of blue, mostly red on the red side. Very thin though. This is the blue side. Blue side, blue side. Don't really know where it goes. It just goes in little spots. Could be really nice in this kind of against this kind of goldish colors. There could be a little bit of blue into the shadow areas. Might drag it down a little bit. Trying to just get a little more of that color in here. It was supposed to be, well, not at full strength, but it's supposed to go back in here. I'll get the mountains or the things in later, but it's got to go back. I'm going to add just a touch of lighter color to it. I'm just going to go down to the 7 version a little bit because it's going to go a little bit too dark. And put in these tree marks right here, or the tree line, I guess. Because you got that burnt sienna that's already in here, so it's kind of making it pulling the green off a little bit. Might take just a little bit of the blue sky. Mark where that goes. Just darken it a little bit. It's not too perfect. Okay, I'm just going to clean my brush a little bit. See back there, I wanted to have it could be a little more murky back there. Grayed out. Even the blue doesn't have to be that, bright. Basically, I just want to get it in there. Just thinking about changing brushes and I just make sure I got everything. Yeah. Go to a bristle brush. I'm gonna go with a pretty big bristle brush too. Here. And I can get a lot of work done with that. I'm just gonna go through and I've pretty much gone through all my darks. Except for I didn't go through the phthalo green and oxide, which was going to be right into this little bit of red here. But I will be starting off with that gray first anyway. All right. So I'm going to start off with oxide red and phthalo green back down here. With white, probably to this is put white in it to mid tone. This should be about a 7. That's what we were shooting for. And I'm just going to be doing push-up strokes underneath here with a bristle brush. I made that line in purple in here. I just want to go into it and get a few spots here. Yeah. Okay. So this is on the red side, in fact, even of that gray. You can let things show through too. But these things are kind of, you look at them, they're bunched up, kind of like a big one. Kind of a big spot, and then next to it is a smaller one. So look at that. You get a big size one, and then you get a half size one next to it, going down, stepping down. And it's just going to be a basically scrub kind of stroke here. Here's the green side. You can barely tell it's green, but that's kind of nice. So green side a little bit. So yeah, right now I haven't used it for really anything. I just all those extra colors, purples and blues and greens I put in here now. I'm just kind of going through and just trying not to really thinly paste in some of this color and really trying to keep some transparency showing through here as I go. And then I'll build up a few spots, put in some real paint, and we should be good. It does get a little bit warmer back in here too. There's just one little spot there, and then it goes yellow. That is, let me see if I can get that in. This is that cat orange and phthalo green mix with white. It looks like it went a little bit too dark yet. That's okay. Probably cool. Probably the color goes up here too a little bit. Value wise, it is. Color wise, maybe needs to be a little orangier. A lot of adjustments. Always going to be a lot of adjustments to make at the end. So this color again is cat orange and phthalo green, but it has white in it. And that's what I was using right in here, just because of kind of breaks down here. Give it a couple pushes straight up and let the bristles just break apart on you. That's what you want. A couple little noogies like that in there. I wanted this color because there are a few, I can bring it back into a few of these little areas here too that need to be warmed up. So a few little needed colors right in here. I'll give it a nice glow. See, the bristle brush just can really flies along these areas. Well, I'm just gonna keep clean my brush a little bit. I'm gonna start working on this stuff. Might as well. It's just dying if you get this area pretty, get going on it. First color, I'm gonna go with the first color we made up is oxide red and yellow and orange. This being oxide red side. Let's see, I'm gonna shoot in the middle here. And start up here, down in here. Basically the same stroke, a little heavy in the middle, and then push up front, drag down, push up, drag down. And let the brush do all the work. Got a few places over here where it goes a little redder. Ooh. Not quite cad red, but darken that in a little bit. So I'm just going to work on this one and I'll work on the back one. The back one doesn't need, this one gets pretty much all the love. That one just gets a really good, quick taste of it. This is the yellow, so this is on the red side. It kind of went down here. This is the oxide red side and the cat orange. This is the cat orange side here. I'm going to use most of that on this side right up here. Just a little opaque little area right in here, and then it just kind of drifts down. So a nice pull with the brush and pulling down into the same little spot pretty much make up everything you need. So you only don't have to work too hard on that part. Push up. Got the blues in there ready back there. So I was ready. When I pull it down, it's just gonna pull it down in spots. Okay. Doesn't get a whole lot more than that. This is what we're doing here pretty much. I don't see a lot more going on. Yeah. I'm going to switch over to some of these other colors. This is cad red, yeah, it's cad red and ochre, some cad yellow added, lizard, that color, yeah, with white in it, yeah. I'm going to use that for this one back in this section. Can get mostly that color in it. Then I'll warm it up. Just drag it down to the base. Making sure you don't lose all the dark at the bottom. All right. Going pretty quick. I would say what I'd want to do next is put in some of these trees and things back in here, in the midsection here. So I'm just gonna, this is this is ochre and blue. Ochre and blue. And gonna start getting it into these trees here. Kind of where I put the blue down and stuff. I'm just going to be right above it and just pull down right into it. Try not to wipe it all out. This is the ochre side too. It's mostly. This is a cad orange green that might be over here. Gets a little bit more rich. So you might want to switch from the ochre and blue to that cad orange or cad orange phthalo green. There are a few trees here I want to bring forward. That's why I want to bring out the color. This is cad orange and phthalo green. And it's going on this tree right in the middle of this section of trees here. And I just wanted it to pop. And then the other one can go darker. They can go, ooh, let's try this. This is burnt umber and phthalo green and cad yellow. And that's going to go right behind that. Might have to lighten that up a little bit then. And like I said, I don't want to wipe out all that blue that I put in there, but it happens. I didn't put it in everywhere. This is just the greens I'm playing with right now are layering, and this is blue and ochre. And because those are really, really warm. It's got to have some coolness around it. So I was picking up some of this little bit of cooler green tone in here. Just starting to drag it down into these reds here a little bit. This was nice about a bristle brush. It just gets so dirty sometimes like this with so much green. You can just use it a few other places and do a real quick tint job, tinting up areas, a little warmth that you probably could have. Just all you need is a little bit of color. Right there. So this is like the lavender fields we'll be painting in France. I'm just going to lighten that area up a little bit, get ready for the next color. Speaking of the next color, see if this, yeah, it's good. This is orange, more orange and phthalo green, and it's kind of like down the middle a little bit. But that's what's getting this this green, this guy here about right. Well, it might be just, it could be a little bit more orange, the top. Yeah. So many multicolor things going in here. That should be the land color too. So that would be, let me see, I got some phthalo green and cat orange with white. I'm going to add just a little bit of the orange from these guys into it. Kind of gray it out because I think that's this land right there. They are really close to each other value-wise. I might lighten it up just a hair more. For this middle area, keep this nice and use the land here to start to define the shapes of the trees, things a little bit. Nice thing about pine trees is really all you got to do is make a little V in between the things. That's pretty much it. Okay, just gonna bring this down. Back up, and then we just got mountains and stuff to do back there. We got the water to do. At least we got some of the dark colors in there. Let me go to a little bit smaller bristle brush. Put in the water. This is that dark blue and just a little burnt umber and white added to it. That's a really pretty color with this, with all this stuff in here. Okay, needs to be lightened up just a hair more. And if I can just use a little bit of sky color. Here and there. Should do it. See, at this point, you wouldn't even know it's a snow, has anything to do with snow. Okay, I'm gonna go back to my midtones here. And lighten up, see about lightening up these guys up here. These guys went a little dark. I wanted to bring them back, bring them into the trees a little bit. The color I kind of have this is phthalo green and purple, or alizarin with white. I'm going to put a little bit of blue in it from here, gray it out a little bit. Bring it down and feed it in between the trees here a little bit. Get the tops of these trees settled. And I'll just work it a little bit more to figure out everything else. Synthetic now, and put in some more of the work back in here a little bit, and then come back in and get a bunch. Pretty much I'm into my midtones. I mean, it's either, I'm not my midtones. I'm pretty much my lights ready, but I'm going to be working a little bit of more of the purples and things back in here a little bit before I go make the giant jump to the highlights. I like to have a little bit of this figured out. I'm just using the alizarin and purple mix. Maybe on the green side, as I get over here on this side, a little more on the green or phthalo side than the purple side, and keep this side a little bit cooler. Okay. We'll bring it down here a little bit more. Right to this line here. Everything back here should be soft anyway, should not have too many, real hard edges back anywhere in this back edge. All right. No. Okay, let's start putting in. I'm going to start putting in some of these mountain things. Slightly orange right now. And then I'm going to go to a darken it down or lighten it up. It's all going to go lighter from here. I just wanted to make sure I have just a little bit of orange in it. This is basically from here, using it in here. With the white in it color, and then getting it as it comes down here a little bit on these sides. Nice thing is this, when these purples and this blue mix, or this orange and these blue mixes, kind of makes a purple anyway, just a dirty purple. So it's still okay to use color wise. Okay. Everything goes lighter and lighter as I go. And then the last thing I'll do is put in the sky, and everything else pretty much knife work after that. Let's go with I'm gonna go a little peach or pinky. I'm gonna go with the alizarin and pinky color, just to start this area over here, because I'm gonna warm it up, but I definitely wouldn't mind having it different than a lot of other places on here. And sometimes in the warmest spots, or you'll find the cool right in the middle of them. So that could be this. I'm gonna put it over here a little bit too. Okay. A lot of times just really not getting things, not getting rid of the white. Okay. Start warming up. Yeah. I'm sorry. I thought I heard somebody. I hear things. Sorry. I hear dead people. Okay.
We have counseling for that.
Thank you.
You didn't see that movie.
You didn't. Yeah, I know.
No, she thinks you
But
need
but
help.
but she has counseling for it. So yeah. Who teaches it? Huh? So I'm just on this side of just going through the warms, trying to feel my way through what's how these colors are reacting right here now. Against each other. What's warming, really warm, and what's still kind of not warm. Whites, that's what I'm talking about here. Because that was a neutral one right there, and I was thinking that would be warm, but it's kind of in fact, kind of cool. But it's all right. It's a nice, simple adjustment. Okay. Maybe it has to go on the red side. Maybe it is more cad red. Maybe I was just, no, it's more. It's not that. Definitely orange. Just not quite that light. Yeah, that's it. Cad orange and white. Sorry, I got to clean my brush. I still got little gobs of color shooting through here. Maybe this color, I probably should take it a little easier with this because I'm also saying I did not paint the sky yet, which is going to be cool, right? That could affect this color I'm putting in right now. So I'm just going to go so far, and then I'm going to put the sky in. Because I figure this is could change quite a bit. But the drawing's still got to be there. I still be basically working on just, making the ridges and things like that. Little teeny dots. I would say any back in farther and stuff, it would go cooler. So you're buying some things. All right. Once that, grab my big brush, clean it out a little bit, and I'm going to throw in the sky real quick. Trying to be somewhere on this one. We got half an hour yet. Wow. We could have a conversation. All right. So I am going to put this in a little dark at the top and then gradate it down. This is that blue and oxide. No, blue and I use burnt sienna. But I said you could use oxide, which is really close. So I'm just trying to get this, clean the top area nice and clean. Okay. Now just soften it a little bit. Did not make up the light color I need yet. I should have thought it would I should have. All right, I'm gonna stop there. I'm gonna mix up, add a little white to my blue. My blue pile. Kick it up a couple degrees. Put a little alizarin in it. So this has got to, I got to outline the mountain with this color. I can put a little orange in my light orange, snow orange, into my color here. A little bit. It's going to gray it out even further. White value. There we go. Ooh, looks a little pink. Let's see. Hardest little part, just figuring out, seeing these guys. There. Okay, now at least I have some of this blue white I can probably use in some of these guys too. Looks okay on this side. It's gonna probably fix it over here a little bit. But now just soften that line a little bit. Should be able to use that sky since I'm using it everywhere else. Now I think it's going to be, might be able to get a few spots down here on the of snow. Yeah, probably a little bit warmer than that. There is a spot right over here. I'm not sure if it's water, or snow, or snow field going across. I'll have to look closer. Figure it out. But value wise, it's blue, light blue, white, and really reflective of that light blue in the sky. So just cut those guys in real quick. I wouldn't doubt if it was just part of this thing. This thing is just water comes out over here. I wouldn't doubt that. Some couple lines. Okay. I'm going to go put this guy in. Oh, should be a little bit grayed out. Shouldn't be that white. No, not that. It is green. Yeah. Reaching here a little bit. Not exactly. Need to get in front of it a little bit more. So work where I can see here. Over here a little bit more. Definitely going to go with a little smaller brush now. And I got to bring that white down like another half inch. Let's go with a number 6 value size. This should be able to do most of that work. Remember telling you I did make up that yellow white here. And there's just a little bit of areas you can see where it goes. It usually seems like it's right under the dark areas of this mountain here. It's too bright there. So it's really almost right in here where it's going to be. Just a little lighter than that. Oh, that's a blue. So I got all those darks in here now. All I got to do is get my lights in and just twist my brush in, right? I should be okay. So coming along pretty quickly. I think that finding these mountains is going to be probably the longest thing here. Just because you want to get the highlights in the right spots. They just will end up doing that. They always do. And I'll just keep them soft. This were like a good synthetic comes in really handy at this little edge area here of breaking down this line here and just really cutting it out. Leaves just some really nice marks. I just got to brighten up a few spots. No, not brightening up. All right. It's a good start. How much time we got left? All right. I'll bring, the last little thing I'll do is throw in a couple trees. I'm not going to use a really strong light white for my trees, but it's kind of basically it's a ground cover I was using down in here, basically for my trees. And they're just going to be scratches. Most of these guys are. Then if I do have to go a little bit brighter, a couple of trees. I'm not going to go too bright. I'm not gonna go up to number, probably still keep them at about 3s. Maybe just a touch more. Here's some of the snow color. Putting it in the middle of the things. So just see, I just scrape it in there. A little bit of that snow color. So it's a little orange, a little white. Just a touch too much, too bright there, but okay. Okay, I'll bring in a couple of scratches. Then I'll put in my, put in a couple of dark dots. Drag you around. Remember those? Pretty much. That'll be about it, I think. And then, any of this stuff is just going to be drawn off. And then you'll put some cows in. No cows. But this is a start. Let me drag it in close. You can start to see some of these trends. This how loose this is down here. After I got that dark in there, this is just kind of scumbled over it. Really kind of thin with basic of one or two colors, and then just coming in and warming it up in a few spots. There's a few more spots I got to touch up. This area here, I got to darken in these trees back in here, behind here, and then add some trees here. But it's starting to get there. Oh, guess that would help. And the sky is pretty simple, but there is some action going into it, so it's not too boring. Sometimes just a little stroke here and there. That'll be about it. There's going to be colors aren't going to change, real drastic. It's a little brighter than the other thing, but that's okay. It's kind of fun. So let's see what everybody's done. You guys, take your time. If you guys need another 2 hours, we'll be here. So, who's up? Ooh, Lynette wants to go to bed.
Well, I've still been painting the Saturday one,
Are you?
and I didn't finish that. It doesn't look good, but I'll put it up sometime.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's a nice little painting on the wall back there. Some water and stuff.
Oh.
Never-
Well, this is my studio. See, I got my peg wall.
And all
Yeah.
your paintings up there.
I got all my
Nice.
6 deep.
That's very cool.
That's a great idea.
It really is. Then I don't have to store them all.
Yeah, you can hang them up and get a good idea of what you're looking at.
Yeah. Okay, now where are we?
We're looking out your door.
I'm not.
You're coming around. Keep coming. There you go. A little bit more.
Well,
Okay. Hey, your basic colors are pretty good. I like, you know, you did a nice thing about keeping the mountain tone back there, not letting it be too bright right to beginning. I mean, yeah, you can brighten it up now in spots, and it's gonna probably work out a lot better than being too bright and then trying to tone it down.
am I making you
Prettier than
sick?
that.
No, just stop right there. I can see pretty much everything.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you didn't make me sick. Uh, okay, your oranges, yeah, definitely. I think you can push the oranges a little bit more, but I do really like the way you put them in. They're very nice the way you put them in. I think you just keep pushing it a little bit brighter here and there. Find those little spots that kind of come out of those line of bushes. The little couple more bright spots. You'd be good. Nice, and then lighten up the lighten up the ground in front there a little bit more.
Yeah, it looks dark. Not as dark, but
Oh, okay.
I had a hard time with that one.
No. If it's not, if you could, yeah. It's a little dark, but not probably not as dark as you think it is. I mean, I think it's just keep layering the paint on top, and it will lighten it up a little bit. Right now, it's probably all mixing right now, and just and don't make too many reuse your strokes. Don't you'll create mud if you just kind of keep going over it and changing spots you put the paint in.
Okay.
It'll just make mud. Just lighten the same spot over and over again till you get at the right value instead of jumping around. I mean, doing everything. Just hit the right spots.
Okay.
Reuse your stroke spots.
Yeah, I tried to put a little bit of the orange at the top of the mountains. You can't see it, but it is in there.
Good. I see some warmth back there, especially on the left. There's just a hint of it. Really good job on the distance. Distance is looking really good on it. So from the water on back, that purple gray you got at the base of the mountain is right value is really hitting right. I would say, yeah, you can warm up a few more of the trees in the front. A little bit more of the phthalo green and ox and cad orange a little bit more in a couple little spots. It's not everywhere now. Now it's just like you pull out a tree or two, in the sections. You find those. Don't do all the trees. But otherwise, you got some really good stuff. It's a really great beginning.
The water, is the color okay?
Can you tell? The base color is really pretty good. I would say you probably need to go just a hair darker on the back edge.
Oh, okay.
Edge by the shore. And just use it to find the shore a little bit. That's really close.
Okay.
And sometimes it just needs to go a couple spots lighter too, but a little darker in the back edge. Maybe just a touch more light on in the middle there, just a hair. Just use the sky, whatever you have in the sky, use a little bit of that in it to lighten it. And
good.
That's all I would do.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
No worries. Good job. Really great start.
Love the photo.
Oh, I know you're doing it justice. You're doing a really nice job on it. This is Kathleen. Her feet up. She's going, hey, what's going on? Hey, Kathleen.
Hi.
Hi, Kathleen. Hey, Kathleen.
Is there enough?
Wow.
Oh, there we go.
Wow, that looks great.
Wow. Is that exciting?
That is
Wow.
Can you see it? I'm on my phone tonight, so everything's
rich.
miniature.
It's very rich.
Very
nice.
Yeah, it's pretty impressionistic.
Oh, I love it though. I like, you followed through on it in the mountains and everything too. And I like
well, thanks. They still need some paint, but
I love that. Don't do too much more to to the bushes, the red bushes. You really
Okay,
hit those guys really good. You
all
know,
right,
you might hit. I'm just talking now at this point. It's those little teeny scratches, marks in the darks
okay,
that you look for, and don't do too many of them.
all
Keep the
right,
number down. Stop. When you think it needs one more or two more, you're done because
okay.
don't put them in. The greens are really vibrant, very nice. This is a really exciting piece there. I liked what you did with it a lot.
Well, I just copied you, so,
No, you didn't. No, you did. Yeah, yeah. But your colors
well,
are so far off from mine.
they
It's
always
really
are,
nice.
but, well,
It's a
thank you.
it's a
I'll-
beauty. It's a keeper.
All right, I'll try not to overdo.
Yeah, yeah. You just think about those things. You don't have to do much more at all. Let
Okay,
let the viewer have some fun looking at it instead of telling them exactly what's in there.
okay,
Because
all right.
you did a great job.
Thank
Wow,
you, Jane.
that's exciting. Who else we got? We got Marcia. Did you paint Marcia?
Marcia fell in the bathtub yesterday and hurt my
Oh,
left arm.
no,
Oh,
And
no.
I can't put my
Marcia.
left arm. So,
And you're right-handed though.
yeah, I know, but still. Um,
Oh, sorry, Marcia.
yeah, Marcia's gonna work on it over between now and next week. So,
Okay. Sorry
yeah.
about your bathtub. Did you
Oh,
break
Yeah,
anything? You okay? I
no,
mean,
didn't break anything. Just my pride is very wounded.
yeah.
So, I mean, it was stupid. It was just dumb. Who does that?
They always
Well,
are their fault. They're always dumb. Always.
we all,
that's the worst ones, yeah.
They'll do that.
So,
yeah.
I feel very foolish,
Okay. Well,
but I will make up for it. I'll show you next week.
okay. You got time. This is recorded. You've seen what I did, and you can play with it and watch it and see, and see what
Oh,
you can do.
I've been making notes the whole entire time.
Well,
All I have to do is be able to read them and decipher them.
that is the problem, isn't it?
Yep.
And so, well, good luck with your left arm. Now you said.
Yeah, yeah. I went to the doctor today. It's not broken.
No.
It's just
Just
wounded.
yeah, wounded. Well,
Yeah.
good luck with it. I'm glad it's not broken at least.
Yeah, I was
God.
really kind of worried about it because, yeah, well, that's my sad story. So who else has done painting today?
Yeah, okay. We got Linda McLennan.
Hello.
Come
I
on,
love
Linda, our Florida girl.
There we go.
Ooh.
Wow.
Linda.
Ooh.
Boy, how much wine did you drink with that one? No, that's all.
It's
Ah,
my second glass.
okay. I see. I knew. I could tell. Okay. No, it's coming along very well drawn, very well laid out. Just I think it's hard to say because of the video could be off, but I just say your colors could be a little bit stronger here and there in the oranges.
They're very strong in person, actually.
Okay, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. What
Yeah.
everything has to be said with a grain of salt. Your
Yeah.
blue and your blue sky could be stronger too. Looks a little washed, grayed out, but
That's it.
that could, and if that's could because it'd be the burnt sienna that was added in and stuff too. But so take a picture of it and send it, put it
Yeah.
up on the site, and let's see what happens.
Okay. Okay, good.
But otherwise, okay, the drawing's really great. I like the mountains back there. Everything looks pretty much right where it should be. And I think just, a few more trees in the middle, but, make sure you have everything done behind them before you put them in.
Yeah, right.
Layer them right and you're good.
Love it.
These are jumping out a little bit now that I look at them on camera. I need to darken that, I think, don't I?
You might just a hair.
Yeah.
Do you have the whites in already in the mountains?
I have a lot of them in already.
Okay. I was
But
just thinking of the big areas, like they look a little bright.
yeah, right. Okay. I'll
Okay.
tone those down. Okay.
Well, it just, The stuff on the left feels more correct. The other side.
The
That's-
other left. You mean the other left?
Yeah, the other left. My left. No, it's your left. It's the painting's left. I'm right. See, I can, it's this one. I
You're
can make
right.
okay. That
Okay.
looks good job though.
Thank you. It was a
All
fun.
right. Okay.
you.
Lori, you're up, Lori.
Okay,
Did you put a deer in this one?
I did not. I was thinking about a swan though.
Ooh, there's a
That's
smart
gorgeous.
move.
Wow.
I zoomed in a little bit.
Yes, Lori, you always do. You
That's
got you take the photos I give and make them better. So that's okay. You do a nice job of zooming in. You do a nice job of cropping it a little tighter. That's nice. You did a good job. Yeah. Colors are good, man. I like some nice brush strokes going on in there. In the bottom stuff, nice. Like, did you use that crappy brush of yours
I
again?
did. It was a crappy brush painting.
I tell you, it sometimes they are perfect for this kind of defining trees that are beat up old pine trees that have been wind blown to death out over there. So that's coming along really well. Like, yeah, you're defining your trees really back there are nice. Those are pretty great.
I'm
Yeah,
having trouble with the mountains. They look chopped.
yeah, you got you're gonna have to soften some of those lines together. And I think in the middle, right in the middle where you had a couple little smushy whooshies going on in there, where right above the blue shadows. That's about right. That feels more correct. It's a little bit too harsh right now.
Okay.
You might want to cool off those colors too back there, because there was brown, some of those brown, add a little bit of sky to them, because I think the richness of the browns are coming forward too fast. So you might have to add just a little bit of sky and gray them out.
Okay.
That's about it, I think. And then just watch you soften everything. Keep it to just soften the edges on that stuff back there, and I think you'll be fine. Some real nice stuff. Were you going to put the swans? I like your water too. Now there's a couple nice strokes going right through that water. Very good. You going to put a swan in there? You're talking about?
Yeah, I think I might put a swan.
Just one, not two. They go in twos, Okay.
I wanted to thank you for that sky color because, oh my gosh, that was worth the whole session.
Yeah,
Adding sienna to the blue. Oh my gosh.
that worked.
It worked because I thought it looked a little green, and then I added the sienna, and wow.
Oh, whoa! I feel better. Thanks, Lori. No, I'm glad. That worked out for you. Yeah, I would say also any of your whites down below if they're too bright, just put a little bit of the blue sky into them. It's all
Okay.
reflecting blue. It's all reflecting the sky. So
Yeah,
it's just gray them out with that. That's all you have to do. Beautiful start. Really nice. Good design too. All right.
Thank you.
Lisa P. Lisa, there she is. How you doing, Lisa?
Hi,
Good, how are you?
Lisa.
How is everybody?
Hi, Lisa.
So we got Sharon coming up. Laura, you better turn on your stuff. And Mike. There we got. What do we got? We got some orange there. Cutting.
I know, it's my screen thing. Hold
Okay.
on, technologically, I have problems.
This better be worth it. Oh, look at this girl.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Gorgeous.
it's okay. It's okay. That's a real nice. Your colors. You really do have a knack for getting the right colors.
They're your colors.
They're my colors, but no. But I mean, you gray them out so beautifully. I mean, you really got them right. It feels good, at least, so they're working well together. Thanks. Okay, your oranges are beautiful, and we're starting to go across there really nice. I would say take that orange, that the bottom orange one, the big one,
Yeah,
and just keep it going just a little bit farther. Right now, it's almost
Okay.
stopping in the middle of the painting.
yeah, it
Just-
is. I
you
see
got
it.
a dark line there,
Yeah, I have it. Yeah, I see.
and it almost tells me you should almost go to that.
Yep.
Go pretty close to that.
I will.
Okay.
Yep.
That would be beautiful. Your colors back there are great. I would say just watch being too perfect back there. Sometimes you need kind of a little bit of scratchiness sometimes to the wild trees and
Okay.
stuff, because sometimes they feel a little too manicured. Some of the pines back there. So
All right.
you just be a little crazy. Try a couple of them a little crazy, and then the other ones will be fine. They'll loosen them all up. The front. Look at how loose you are in that front area, though.
Yeah.
Good going. You know, that looks really great.
Thanks.
It has a good texture. Nice. It really adds a different texture to everything else.
Yeah, it's a fun painting.
Yeah, it's a great start. Congrats.
Thank you.
All right. Sharon, let's see if Sharon's gotten over her technical difficulties.
No, I don't think I've gotten there yet. Let me see.
That's pretty good. Okay.
Hi, Sharon.
Sharon,
Uh,
that is gorgeous, a little painting.
Ooh,
I love the way you paint. You have some beautiful strokes going on in there.
I'm trying to learn from the master.
Oh,
I've been watching your brush strokes in particular and getting much more brave about that.
oh, I tell you, there are really some gorgeous little things going on there. Down below to the oranges, even to those greens in the back. There's some very nicely painterly, and then the sky, really super, girl. Okay, I can't see.
I'll get a better picture and post it.
Okay, I mean, just saying
Good to be back with you.
Oh, it's good to have you back too. Congrats. This is a really great start.
Thanks.
Yeah, beauty. Mike, you're the last one. Don't let us down. Mike, you awake? Mike's not awake. I'll bring you back here. Boy, give Mike a few seconds. He might have not, he has big things going on in his life, not like the rest of us. So, anybody else? I'm looking. Did I miss anybody else?
I can do mine.
Oh, Laura.
Yeah.
Laura, everybody knows Laura from the workshop and
I
stuff.
don't know how to do this. I was trying to figure out the camera.
Hello.
Hello.
Laura!
You see that?
Wow.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah, really pretty.
Laura,
Yeah.
what'd you do with the other half of the class? Okay. Good job on your colors. Really good start. Really great job on the colors. Design again. Good, strong stuff. You got some really nice, interesting strokes going on in the bottom. I like that's what everybody's done is some really nice, interesting strokes down there. And it just brings so much life to these paintings. I'm really happy with that. Your oranges are going good. I think you probably could bring up the dark bottom part of the orange bushes just a little bit more because it's becoming kind of a line.
Okay.
So you need to kind of break it a couple places, and that's that section. The back oranges, those other ones, are really got a nice distance to them. And the mountains back there are going in really, really well. Did you listen to any of the colors I was making, or you just painted it, right?
I missed a bunch.
Yeah.
I didn't have enough space. I want to get
Oh,
a bigger palette.
oh God, girl. Jesus, what were you? No, yeah, at some point, like, hey, this is really great but this is your first one painting with us like this. So congrats.
Thank you.
It's a really good start. I think your trees look good too. I like the way you designed your trees, and it'll be really fun when you get everything else in there. Are you hooked up onto the student site?
I think so. Through Facebook?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that's where we want you to post it, and we'll give you some more, applause and stuff, for yourself. Really good stuff going on there. I can't say any more. I think that's really nice.
Thank you.
Okay.
Gorgeous.
It is. You good. All of you, everyone did so well. I'm very, very impressed. Very happy too. Congrats. We kicked the snot out of that one. Next week, I'm not exactly sure what I have planned yet. But I'll post it for you guys again and send it out on. You got to get on Sunday, but it'll be something fun. We probably don't have to do snow again. This really wasn't snow, but it's a nice break from it. So what do I have? I know we're going to be doing, of course, some more landscapes, seascapes. I was thinking of a wave, maybe for seascapes, maybe a boat. We're going to be doing, an interior. I have some interiors I want to do, and probably a cityscape, something like that, nocturnal type thing. Just to, and then anything else you guys want to paint. You guys have sent some photos in and to me, and so I'll be taking looks at that and seeing where I can fit them in. So, otherwise, great work tonight, guys, girls, guys.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
I think we're off to a great start.
Yeah.
It's a good start. Thank you. You guys, congrats.
All right, good night.
Night.
Good night. We'll see you next time.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Night all.